What up everybody, ShinRobjira here, and today I'm talking about a figure that I have previously talked about in another video, which will be linked down below and at the end of the video. This is the prototype to the 1998 Baby Godzilla. There's some obvious differences from the original, and there's some not so obvious differences from the original. So before I get into that, let's just go over articulation. So this little dude, you can open and close his mouth, just like that. You can move his legs down like so it looks like he's looking up like so. You cannot move his tail like I thought you could, and you can move his arms, well, at least one of his arms pretty far back. Pretty basic, right? But what makes this guy a prototype other than the lack thereof paint? Well, let me show you. Believe it or not, it is the inclusion of this fifth finger. Some of the very first prototypes that Trendmasters showed to Toho of the 1998 Godzilla figure designs actually featured a fifth finger. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. All of the figure prototypes that were sporting a fifth finger were dubbed the illegal Reptons. That was also the name of the work-in-progress title for the Godzilla 1998 figure line. Basically, Toho was like, nah, son, you Godzilla 5 fingers, nah, we about to pull them rights from you unless you fix this shit. So Trendmasters had to scramble, remove fifth fingers from figures, and the rest is pretty much history. So aside from his very muted paint job, I mean, this figure has some very nice detail all around on his body. I mean, look at the scales, look at the little circular thing right here, the eyes. Like, Trendmasters was way ahead of their time when it came to figure detail. Mind you, these figures were considered kids' toys, and they looked that great. I mean, look at the sculpted tongue in the mouth, like, bruh. The only other little defect that this figure has is the paint smear on his wrist and on his chest over here. Other than that, he's pretty much just the two solid colors. Oh, he's got one on his chin too. Look at that. So I figured since I took the time to talk about one prototype figure, I might as well talk about the rest of my prototype figures as well. Those will be in separate videos. This is essentially part 1 to the prototype trilogy. But anyway, I will see you all next week with another Trendmasters prototype figure. I have been ShinRobjira. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until next week, everybody. See you all then and there.